This is the story of Vasudeva and Kamsa, a bond forged in blood, bounded by a fate that could not outrun. In the kingdom of Mathura, King Surasena ruled with honor. The day his son was born, the heavens themselves celebrated. The drums of the sky, the dundubis, sounded on their own. They named him Vasudeva, but called him Anaga Dundubi, he whose birth made the heavens drum. As you have seen previously, his sister Kunti was married to King Pandu. Bound by destiny, they now walk the forests beyond Hastinapura. While that story unfolds, you travel with us now to Mathura, because the brother she left behind was about to become the center of the greatest story ever told. Vasudeva grew into a man of iron truth. Every promise he made, he kept. In the world of kings who rule by the sword, Vasudeva ruled by something far more powerful, that is his promise. Across the same city, in the palace of King Ugrasena, another son had been born. Ugrasena was a king of Dharma, fair, kind, and a father who loved his son deeply. That son was Kamsa, but Kamsa was a restless spark. He felt Mathura was too small for his ambition. He would stand beside his father's throne, watching, waiting, always watching. Ugrasena would counsel him, "A king rules by love, my son, not by fear." Kamsa would listen and say nothing, but in his eyes, a tyrant was already waking up. And one morning, Kamsa walked into the court as a son and seized the throne as a king. Ugrasena did not fight. There was nothing to fight. A father dethroned, a son transformed. Mathura changed forever. Kamsa filled the court with those who feared him, because fear, he learned, is more reliable than love. But not everyone lived under fear. Ugrasena had a brother, Devaka, who had 7 daughters. The youngest, Devaki, carried a quiet radiance, as if light followed her without her knowing it. Kamsa called her his sister, and meant it with every part of him. Despite his darkness, he loved her without condition. She was the only person who did not fear him, the only one who still saw the brother before the tyrant. Devaka approached King Surasena with the proposal, an alliance between the two noble families of Mathura, his 7 daughters to Shurasena's son Vasudeva. The wedding was celebrated with all the honor that Mathura could offer: sacred fires, flower garlands. For his beloved sister Devaki, Kamsa opened every treasury: pearls from the deep ocean, rubies, diamonds that caught the morning light, gold, silk, jewels, beyond counting. He gave it all, not as a king, but as a loving brother. Kamsa even took the reins of the wedding chariot himself, for Devaki even a king could drive. Then the sky changed. A stillness that did not belong to the world settled over. A voice came from the sky and spoke, "O Kamsa, the woman you drive so lovingly today, her 8th child shall be your destroyer." And then Kamsa spoke back to the sky, not in fear, in defiance. "No child will take my life, and I decide who lives and who dies." He grabbed Devaki to kill her as fear turned his love into a target in a single heartbeat. Vasudeva stepped forward, hands open. "Kamsa, let her live. I give you my word. Every child born to her I'll bring to you myself." Kamsa calculated and trusted the promise of Vasudeva. That night, Devaki and Vasudeva walked into a prison cell. They did not know it yet, those walls would one day hold the most sacred birth in all of the creation. One day, sage Narada arrived, not with blessings, but with fire, and said, "Kamsa, you were Kalaneni, slain by Vishnu once before, and Vishnu is coming back through Devaki's womb." And he left. Months passed. A child was born. Kamsa walked to the prison. Vasudeva handed the first child as promised. And Devaki requested not to take the child. But Kamsa did not care to listen to her. He took the child and walked away. Each child taken, each child destroyed. Kamsa had taken lives of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 children. In that cold cell, Devaki wept. Vasudeva held her 6 times over, and still No end in sight. 6 children's blood on Kamsa's hands. But whose blood was it really? That answer goes back further than Mathura, further than Kamsa, further than this lifetime. You are now about to see a story of 6 Sadgarbhas. In the first age of time, when the world was still new, 6 souls were born in heaven itself. Sons of great sage Marichi, grandsons of Brahma, the creator. They were not ordinary beings. They were born in divine light, pure, powerful, untouched by darkness of the world below. They saw Brahma, the creator of all worlds, lose the light he was created to carry. Instead of turning away in respect, they pointed and laughed. Brahma did not shout. He simply looked at them, and in that silence came a voice. Go, be born as demons, the 6 divine souls cast out of heaven in a single breath. In their second life, they were born as sons of Kalanemi. Though born into the darkness of a demon's house, they turned away from their father's path and sat in deep penance, seeking the light they had lost a lifetime ago. But this choice sparked a fire in their grandfather, the demon king Hiranyakashipu. He was furious and he cursed them. You abandoned my path for Brahma's blessing? Then hear my curse. Your own father will be your killer. 2 curses locked together. They waited in the deep underworld for their old father to be reborn. So the demon Kalanemi, father of the 6 souls, fought with Vishnu in a cosmic battle, and he lost. Yastu Kalanemi nama Danava Samprakirtita Sakamsa iti Vikhyata Prudivyam Ditinandana. The demon known as Kalanemi was reborn on the earth as Kamsa, the son of Diti. The moment Kamsa was born, those 6 souls were stirred in Patala. Their father had arrived. One by one, they chose Devaki's womb, not by accident, not by chance, but for liberation. Her grief was the price for their freedom, and they had waited long enough. Kamsa thought he was destroying them, but he was actually freeing them. But the greatest story ever told has only just begun. The 7th son is coming to pave the way, and the 8th son is the answer to every question this world had ever asked.